Imagine someone who's obsessed with their own image, someone who thinks they're superior to everyone else. This is a glimpse into the world of narcissistic personality disorder. Known as NPD, this mental condition is characterized by an overinflated sense of self-importance, an insatiable need for attention and admiration, and a stark lack of empathy for others. It's a disorder where the person's reality is skewed towards their own self-worth and everyone else is secondary. It's not just about being full of oneself. Behind this ultra-confident facade, there's a fragile self-esteem that can shatter at the smallest hint of criticism. This is because at their core, narcissists are driven by a deep-rooted fear of rejection and inferiority. Narcissistic personality disorder is more than just being self-absorbed. It's a mental condition that can cause significant problems in many areas of life. You may be familiar with the biblical character Jezebel, known for her manipulative and deceitful ways, but did you know there's a connection between Jezebel and narcissism? Let's dive into the concept of the Jezebel Spirit. This term, often used in religious contexts, describes a controlling, manipulative personality that is strikingly similar to narcissism. The Jezebel Spirit is characterized by a need for control, a strong sense of entitlement, and a lack of empathy for others. This personality type uses manipulation and deceit to achieve their goals, much like our biblical character Jezebel. Experts in psychology often draw parallels between the Jezebel Spirit and narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD. This connection is based on shared traits such as an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. Dr. Jane Goodall, a renowned psychologist, states, "The Jezebel Spirit and narcissistic personality disorder share a common core of traits. Both are manipulative and controlling, often twisting reality to suit their needs." So what does this connection between Jezebel and narcissism mean? Essentially, it suggests that the Jezebel Spirit can be seen as a spiritual manifestation of narcissistic personality disorder. It's a personality that's manipulative, controlling, and self-centered, much like Jezebel from the ancient scriptures. The Jezebel Spirit is often seen as the spiritual manifestation of narcissistic personality disorder, a personality that is manipulative, controlling, and self-centered. Now that we've defined narcissistic personality disorder and its connection with Jezebel, let's dive into the science behind this. Research has shown that narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, is more prevalent than we might think. Studies estimate that up to 6% of the population may have this disorder. NPD is often caused by a complex combination of factors, including genetics, environment, and early childhood experiences. This means that it's not something a person chooses, but rather a condition that develops over time. The impact of NPD on people's lives can be significant, affecting relationships, work, and overall well-being. Now, what about the Jezebel Spirit? This concept, often used in religious contexts, is seen as a force that manipulates and controls others for personal gain. In the context of NPD, the Jezebel Spirit can be seen as a metaphor for the manipulative and controlling behaviors often exhibited by those with the disorder. Research has found parallels between the characteristics of the Jezebel Spirit and the traits of NPD. Both involve a sense of entitlement, lack of empathy, and a tendency to manipulate others. This overlap provides a compelling framework for understanding the behaviors and impacts of NPD. Narcissistic personality disorder and the Jezebel Spirit are complex and multifaceted, but understanding them can help us better navigate relationships and recognize unhealthy patterns. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to understanding complex personality disorders like narcissistic personality disorder and its connection with the Jezebel Spirit. There is always more to learn, more to understand, and more to share about these complex facets of human psychology. Consider delving deeper into this subject through a myriad of resources available. Books, both fiction and non-fiction, provide detailed insights into the mind of a narcissist and the nature of the Jezebel Spirit. Online articles and scholarly journals offer a wealth of information, often penned by experts in the field. Support groups, both online and offline, serve as a beacon of light for those personally dealing with these personality traits in their lives. They provide a platform for sharing experiences, offering advice, and for mutual support. By learning more about narcissistic personality disorder and the Jezebel Spirit, you can empower yourself and others to recognize and respond to these behaviors in a healthy and informed way.